But their talking point is kill Musk, kill Trump supporters. They're robbing you. They're robbing your Social Security, just escalating these lies. And this is serious because USAID funded the propaganda that got the shooter that was trained in Ukraine to try to come kill Trump at the golf course. Now the Slovakian prime minister got shot with a whole bunch of bullets but survived. Says it's a clear connection to USAID and the CIA with that operative, of course. And you've got all these comedians and people that are being paid to do it on TV saying we need to kill Elon Musk, we need to kill all the billionaires, and implying all the billionaires are for Trump. No, most of them, 90+% of the money from billionaires is on record, went to Kamala Harris. But there is Musk and some other billionaires that see the system collapsing and are just trying to save it, quite frankly. And Musk has said that. He said this system is going to collapse and we're going to have total war. I mean, I've got to join Trump. And that's what Mark Andreessen and countless others have said. I mean, it's out of necessity. I mean, okay, they're not suicidal. And revolution, necessity is the mother of revolution, not just invention. So we have a big stack on that because they're not putting all these talking points out, talking out of their ass. Whatever they push, whatever they're promoting, that's their plan. And they don't even need to have a lone wolf kill Musk or Trump. They just need to have the cover story, it's a lone wolf. And so in points like this in history, when an old establishment's dying and falling apart, it starts wars, it crashes economies. Now they can release viruses. That's their big thing as well. We're getting to that in the next hour. Special guest, the former head of Ego Health Alliance, the whistleblower that released all the documents on gain of function. He's joining us with what's going on. And I'm also working with Robert Malone on this. I consulted with him. It's dead on with attempts to put bad guys in the Trump administration. On the key issue of the poison shots and all the rest of it. We don't want a replay of warp speed and all that. So we have a acolyte. Fauci so demonized he hides now. So they brought out Hotez, was already his aide-de-camp, mini-me replacement apprentice. A new apprentice. Shorter and more disgusting. But not a new apprentice. Younger and more powerful. So that's coming up, and you're going to get exclusive information because I'm not here to sing to the sheet of music that comes out of the Trump administration. I'm here to write the music, and we do write a large part of it, all of us together. Let me tell you something. From your mouth to God's ears, we are here affecting the battle space massively. That's how I know this revolution is totally real, is because I literally see the ideas I have and the literal exact terms I coin, all of it being adopted, not just in rhetoric, but in action. So it's like in that great TV series, The Prisoner, where you learn at the end of it that he was actually the head of the secret intelligence agency and that for some reason he learned some information and he had to get wiped. So he had him wipe his memory and send him to a re-education center. But when he gets there, he says, who is number one? Meaning the head of the agency. And they say, you are number two. But you've demoted yourself to number two. He thinks they're playing a game. He goes, I asked you who is number one. They said, you are number one, number two. We followed your orders. And he thinks they're messing with him because his memory's wiped. But the people, always throughout history, real change comes from the grassroots when you exercise it. Renaissance came from the grassroots. All of it does. Reformation, all of it. So who is number one? You are number two. You just forgot you were number one. But in that archetype, InfoWars is number one. I mean, it's true. And the bad guys knew this 8-9 years ago, kept saying it. Oh, this is the populist, uprising. This guy's John the Baptist calling in the new, Reformation. I mean, they literally called it that Time Magazine, Newsweek, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, CIA reports came out. They had hearings in Congress at the Defense Armed Services Committee about how I had to be stopped. And I was this day, and I didn't realize how big the show was. I knew we were reaching billions of people a quarter, billions of views back then. Now it's billions of views, not every 3 days. But so let me report to you, because the enemy already knows it, just so you know the effectiveness of what you've done supporting us. Because I even hate to kind of be in this position because it's dangerous, obviously. I'm not in competition with Tucker Carlson. I'm not in competition with Joe Rogan. I'm in competition with the tyrants. I want to defeat them. InfoWars is number one, English-speaking, not just news, period. We are now number one for about 2 months. But now it's not number one by a little bit. It's like number one by a lot. And then Elon Musk and Trump are on a whole nother order of magnitude, reaching billions of people a day, not just hundreds of millions of views, 50, 60, 70 million people a day. We're talking orders of magnitude. So they're the main targets, but I'm like right under that. Like I'm above the parapet, and like it's super dangerous, and they're like up there, just totally exposed. So, woo, baby, this is history happening right now. But I want to explain that again. I don't sing to somebody else's sheet of music. When I see music that I agree with and that I'm a simpatico with, I 100% get behind it. And I'm behind 97% of Trump's music and about 99% of Musk. So, yeah, I'm simpatico. But you have to understand, they're running such huge operations that when we see things pop up or weasels pop up or things we don't like, I thought we'd see a lot more of this. I thought if we got 80%, of what Trump said he wanted to do in his actions, that I'd be surprised if we got to 80. 80 was my A+. Okay, I mean, it was my 100. Instead, it's 500, 1,000, If 100 was like perfect, 80 was what I would think was what he could get. It's like 500, 1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone knows that I'm dedicated to having the most hardcore, accurate information. And our products are just the same. We always bring you the very best. Now, out of all the known super nutrients out there, always in the top 3, and most ratings, number 2 or number 1, is Shilajit. Well, not all Shilajit is created equal, because it literally is a natural compound, and they're not even sure how it forms in the Himalayas, but they've known for thousands of years the incredible health effects. Well, we have the purest, cleanest, best, strongest Shilajit ever with PQQ and CoQ10 at RealAlexJones.com. It just came in from a top supplier. We've private labeled it. It's top rated. Shilajit Complex Super Infused Supplement, now available exclusively at RealAlexJones.com. And we have the collectible limited edition Tip of the Spear Veterans of the InfoWar coins. These are about to sell out. Get yours now and fund the InfoWar in the fight against the globalist at RealAlexJones.com. I want to thank you all for your past support. We're winning, but InfoWars is struggling to survive. I am struggling to stay on air in the face of the globalists. We're winning, but you need to take us over the top. Plus, these are incredible products that you can get right now at RealAlexJones.com. Get your Shilajit and get your collectible silver coins before they sell out at RealAlexJones.com. Thank you for being the tip of the spear.